What's up, War Gamers? Welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna explain to you what this means. It is called the pheromone outbreak, as it is introduced to us at the very beginning of this season of Lost Light. They are somehow tying this outbreak to the current story's lore or background of where an unknown chemical has caused deterioration and infection to the world. Pretty much what COVID could have been if we were stupid enough not to wear masks or get vaccines. And that's it. There's nothing else they've added to this story. They did mention and even show Alita, but nothing else adds to the relationship it has with the current countdown or even the image of the city we see during the countdown. To make it simple, this is just a countdown towards the next data wipe. If you have no clue what a data wipe is, it is a global reset of all data in all servers, meaning everything you will have will be gone and everything you've grinded for will be reset to level 0. For more details about this topic, I made a quick explainer about data wipes, which you should get a link on the card up here at the top right, or click the link on the description down below. Going back, as we can safely assume that when this ominous countdown ends, we will again experience another data wipe. But what makes this different is that the developers have given us an option to be able to avoid this certain data wipe by cleansing the outbreak to the collection of the hela antibody containers. Now that I mentioned that, we will jump into this screen which shows you where you can submit these containers and add some value to what your current target value is to prevent the outbreak. So here, currently this is our value for the Asia server. It's about 1,250,000. As I've said, these values would differ from each server that you are playing in. My assumption is that they are based from these numbers of for how many people are playing in a specific region or server, which in Asia, there should be a lot of players playing around. So that's a good thing, right? Since we have so many players, we should be able to reach this goal before the outbreak commences, right? Well, with that, I'm not so sure. Take a look at the current value of the antibody container submitted as of today. As of this recording, we have about 190,797 out of the needed 1,250,000, which in my observation and computation, we have a pacing of about 5,600 container submissions per day, which in my observation again is very slow. If we compute this with our pacing and to see if we will make it to the 1,250,000 mark, it shows that we will only get to around 500,000 when the countdown ends. So it means that even though we work hard to get these containers, it will still not be enough and everybody will still experience a server data wipe. Now let's state the problems of this so-called sign of hope for us to avoid a data wipe. Number 1, the antibody containers have very low drop rates. In my personal experience of playing the game, I've collected about 2 containers in a span of over 10 games, which is already based on luck as the drop rate is very low. And problem number 2, I don't think everyone is actively contributing containers or even collecting them. Reasons would be most players have no idea what it does, or some players are actual trolls who want to hold the containers or even sell them at some point. So the question is, what do we do? Well, nothing really. Nothing else but to play. Every time you kill an NPC, always loot and check for any containers they may drop, and also check the adamant cases scattered in various places around the map, because there are also chances of antibody containers to be spawning in there. If you know any other sources of these containers that I didn't mention, please do let us know in the comments below. So to answer the question, do we have hope of avoiding another data wipe? Yes, we do. But it's a very slim chance. But again, it is not impossible. It's very much doable, but it will take a lot of effort from every single player in their respective servers. So that about covers the explanation of what the pheromone outbreak means and what happens to us after the countdown. If you have other questions, feedback, or anything you want to say about this topic, drop them in the comments below. And if you want to help other Lost Light players, especially the new ones, to know more info about the outbreak, give this video an awesome like so that it gets recommended to more players. And as always, if you want to keep up to date with everything Lost Light, make sure to subscribe and become a 4 gamer today. Thanks so much everyone for spending your time on this video, and I hope to see you in the next one.